Hello, welcome to Stoneblock 2. I know it kind of started late, but you can see the moon slowly falling, setting in the distance inside of our base. That is so weird. Can I see the sun rising then? Oh, I can. That's why it turns orange. It's the day. It's the sun rising in our base. I never realized that's what was happening. I've been looking at the sunrise. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, aside from the weird stuff, hello, welcome back. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be organizing our livestock operation a little bit, while of course tending to our cows a little bit, as well as tending some chicken stuff, and all of that. Some changes that before we get into the thick of things today, some updates as to what has happened, because you may notice some things have changed. Number one, we changed these from Inferium to Certus Quartz to help us along and get us to our goal of getting our 82 stuff going up faster. That should be pretty good. I cleaned this up a little bit here. I also had an ME drive here as an expansion to this one, because this thing, I'm never using these again. I recommend everyone stay away from these things, because they are, while they may be a little bit better in terms of space efficiency, they are absolutely horrid at actually explaining to you what's going on. What I mean by that is that if you put down this drive fixture, yeah, you may think of it and go like, oh yeah, it looks fine or whatever. It will not update that light reliably. It's not consistent. So this I think is evil. I don't like them anymore. So we have installed 64K drives in here to help with our storage issues. We also have found that we are getting to the point where we are finding quite a few items that honestly it's starting to snowball into a bigger problem. We have installed an infinity barrel thing here, so we can actually store all the Inferium essence that we've been gathering, which will be nice because we do have quite a bit of that. It's actually made a really good bit of progress. Actually, yeah, that's moved over 370 some K, and we had another 200K here, so it's over halfway there. Nice. So we have to take care of that. We have a couple of other things I would like to take care of in terms of this stuff. And the last update, of course, is that we haven't done anything with the cows so much, but the chickens, we are working our way towards Ardite, which is nothing really all that interesting or important in regards to that. We do have these cows, of course, that we're gonna have to settle. But today what I wanted to do was I wanted to go ahead and just kind of change the way that we're handling our livestock operation, and let's see if we can't make it a little bit nicer, a little bit prettier, so on and so forth, because it is getting a little ridiculous. I mean, it's not the worst it could be, but it's it's just not, this is not a healthy operation. Okay, this right here, it was good for what we had originally, but I think it's about time that we actually do our due diligence and not have them all clustered here super tightly. Before we actually do those things, however, and before we actually get on with that, I don't know why I did this way. What? Oh. Can I? Wait, no, I did that wrong. Okay, there we go. All right, so before we do that, let's go ahead and look at our quest book, look at our cows. All right, so we have the liquefied coal. I think we have the clay one, but the problem was that it was a baby, I believe. Let me see, can I find, there's obsidian. Yeah, so obsidian was one of them. Yeah. There's water, and there's liquefacted coal, which I need molten clay. We have molten clay over there. Okay, cool. So we have molten clay, liquefacted coal, obsidian, and blue slime. So I guess the natural inclination should be I should take obsidian and blue slime, slap them together until I get a purple slime. So let me go ahead and start migrating some of these cows. Just picked up a cow I totally did not need to pick up. Obsidian, you get to go in here. You get to breed. And then crude steel. I don't need crude steel for anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Molten iron I do need, which is clay and liquefacted coal. So there's clay. That's not the one I wanted. Well, now we gotta wait. All right, here, clay, you can go over here. Oh, we got the purple slime, first try. Very nice. Okay, so we got clay, liquefied coal. All right, you let these two. Molten iron. Wow, we've been getting real lucky here. Okay, so we got purple slime and molten iron. Pretty cool. Molten steel is looking like it's going to be something that we're going to need to make, so we'll kind of crack on with that. But yeah, so we're going to be constantly just kind of bouncing between this, doing other things, bouncing around, so on and so forth, mining our Ardite chickens. It is going to be a bit of a doozy. I was originally talking, so we did this intro once before, and I was like, yeah, you're going to go ahead and time-lapse thing. I think we're actually going to do this one together. This might be just a long sort of chill session of doing this. I'm not 100% sure that that's the way that's going to be going down. If at some point we decide to change our minds, we change our minds. But I think for right now, the game plan is let's go ahead and just kind of have at it with the actual procedure. Not having to worry about, hey, let's cut here and there. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how it's done and like how it's done. yeah, let me show you how it's done. With the tools of a professional. No, I'm just gonna do it, and we're gonna muddy our way along and hope for the best, because that's what we can about hope for. All right, so let's go ahead and JTX Desert Rat Tier 1 subscription, 49 months. Got home and going to bed, but wanted to drop this off first. Okay. Tex has been, fighting crime and, oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. He's not the Rat Man, and he's not a crime fighter. Perfect. No one will ever know. All right, but thank you very much, Tex. All right, let me go ahead and zip on over here. All right, so 45. It looks about centered. It's going to be here. And then I'm going to need to go ahead and do this. Let me see here. So this. Okay. This is so incredibly handy. I can't get over how handy this thing is. It's just so incredibly nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, slap that builder on. This will also give you a little bit of an insight as to how I handle the building of like this entire area. This builder is awesome. I know we've used this a number of times. If you're really used to it, then obviously you're gonna be like, okay, we've seen this before. It's nice, but you need to stop fanboying over it. But it's really nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this to 5 because we're gonna make it 5 talls worth. And then we're not going to offset it by anything at all. In here, X-wise, we're good. All right, so I don't need to change anything on the X. The Z coordinate I am going to have to change. Now, here is the real question as to how this is going to work out. Okay, so this currently is 51, right? So if I wanted to just chunk the whole thing, then this wouldn't be too big of an issue. But I want to give it a little bit of room between here and there. So, let's see. I want to subtract, I think, 3 on each side. I think that would be fine. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 3 on each side, which means that we're actually talking. So let me see if this is correct. So it's 51. 3 on each side means that's going to be going down to 6. I am expecting 45. Let's see if that is true, because I have mathed very poorly before. 45. Beautiful. All right. So I need something that is going to be 45 in the Z direction, and in the X direction, in a similar way, I want to give it a 3 buffer here. Okay, so 39 by 45 is looking to be the dimensions of what I would like to make. And of course, I need to move in the negative Z direction and I have to center it. But first, let's put in our coordinates or not our coordinates, but the dimensions of this. It's gonna be 39 wide and 45 long. And then because it's 45 long, I would also want to offset it because it's going to do in the center 23. but it's going to be negative 23 because we're heading in the negative direction. Okay, so if I do this, I shouldn't see anything, right? However, if I were to dig into here 4 deep, and then let's also do 4 deep here just as proof that I didn't completely botch this. So what I should see now, I'm going to disable that and re-enable it. I should see 1 blue block. Ooh. Now you see, the fact that it's here means I screwed something up big time. Okay, oh. I have to, huh? Okay, I'm a little confused. So if that, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should see, well, I know it's 45 blocks. So maybe it's because I'm 1 over on this way, maybe. So let me offset this thing by -1 more, which will put it at 24. Re-enable the preview. Also, never forget to disable the preview. You will regret it sorely. No, it's still showing there. What? It weirds me out that I'm seeing the sun through the wall. I am super confused right now. What? Okay, confirming, there's nothing in here, right? We can all agree on this. There's nothing in here. This is also 3, right? So starting from here, we should be going. Huh. So, yeah. I am confused. I am very confused. I am so very, very confused right now. Why is it 39 X direction? Yes. 45 in the Z direction? Yes. Negative offset? Yes. 5 height? Sure. Why is it appearing in there? But it's not appearing at all in here? What in the heck is going on here? Oh, yeah, remember how this was 51 in total? I didn't center it based off the 51s. I was centering it off this number. I was like, yeah, this is going to be, if I were to do that, I would have to offset it by a little bit more. Okay. I did a stupid. Okay, 51. I need to offset this by 26. For those of you who figured out the issue was early on, I apologize. I know you probably wanted to strangle me right there. But we figured it out, okay? We figured it out, and we're gonna be able to do it. So there we go, 1, bang. And then I should be on the other side. I should see 1 block, bang, done, cool. And also why preview is super important, so whenever you do stupid things like that, you don't completely lose everything. All right, so we're gonna flip the switch. Okay, first do a little prayer. Please do not end our world. Moderately concerned. Oh, okay, it is going. I was like, it doesn't seem to be doing a whole heck of a lot. I mean, I see the progression moving a little bit, but it didn't look like it was moving that much. It's okay. It's all right. We got it. We got it. All right. So that's all rolling. It's called mega torches. I keep on looking for magnum torches. They don't exist in this game, and it makes me so sad because that's what I'm used to calling it, man. All right, so there is that, yeah, and that's gonna be the main. Oh yeah, you can hear it going. All right, so then I'm gonna want to offset this 3 to the right. Okay, so I'm gonna want this to move in the positive direction by 3. So let me go ahead. You don't need to turn that off, but let's just go ahead and roll with that. All right, so then I should preview that, and what I should see is nothing spilling into this area, but it going right into here, which is perfect. That looks right. So now this wall should go down. There it goes. And as you can see, I lost a lot of my happy little torches that used to be hanging on the little walls here. That's okay though. Okay, cool. And just like that, the area has been cleared out for our use. Now, of course, I'm gonna wanna fix up the little holes and such I made, so we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. The functionality of this, by the way, for those of you who are curious about, like, okay, so that's all fine and dandy, Choco. I don't really care about the way you do this. I just want to know what the plan is. The plan is that we're going to make this into almost like a chicken production facility, right? We're going to make this into like a place where we can accrue a lot of every chicken's materials and that kind of stuff. It is not going to be the main place that we're going to worry about breeding, but this will be a place where we're going to have a lot of different kinds of chickens producing hopefully a lot of different kinds of things. So that's the plan. Now, again, plans not always, it doesn't always go the way that you want, but I think that will be kind of the overall goal. For this, I don't know what we're gonna do for lighting in here. I suppose we can just use some dread lamps and call it a day. But let's go ahead and first worry about getting this whole area equipped and ready to go. So let me see here. We have, oh lordy, I'm just gonna use a tape measure for this because I'm just gonna be lazy about it. So, oh, I can't, can I even do that? Okay, here, I'm gonna just do it on the wall behind it. Okay, so we have 20 roosts as it were here. I know there's 3 empty down there, but we have some other ones going on there. So let's go ahead and say that we have something along the lines of 50 or so. So we're gonna need to fit in quite a few chickens into here. We have a 42 space, but I'm not gonna use the initial one, so we're gonna be starting probably here. So we're gonna be talking about probably 41. So let's go ahead and let's get some roosts up and running, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and make some roosterinos. And what I would like to do is that we will have, quote unquote, focus roosts as they were. Ooh, roost collector. I've never messed with this before. But I'm gonna need a shulker box. Wait, you offered me shulker box before a ender chest. Hello, game? Here I was about to be like, wow, gulp, that looks like it's gonna be pretty rough. No. It's not gonna be rough. I just need a chest. Okay, so roost collection thing should actually work across everything. I don't know how efficiently it will work. Regardless, I need to set the roosts first anyway, so I guess this is a moot point for the time being. But good to know. Good to, well, not even really, no, I knew about it, but good to remind myself on, I guess. All right, so there's that. Hay-wise, we are not doing great. But thankfully, we got some hay bales in here. I thought I had way more hay bales in this thing, but I guess not. All right, so hay bales, I would like oh so very many of you in here. And now I'm out of wood. All right. Okay, let's throw that. Yes. Oh no, power is out. Stop pretending that you're out of power or whatever it is you're doing. I think it's doing that because it thinks it's out of power, which is a filthy, rotten lie. Oh dear. Okay, so first order of business. I'm going to go ahead and put these bad boys in here. Now, there is going to be a back corner of them, so that's totally and utterly fine. And we're just going to go ahead and plop them. Let me think here. So originally I was thinking that I would just do it as, well actually, would they even work? Would they make sense? I was gonna do it as 4 roosts up here. Well, I guess we're doing stone. I might as well go ham on this, right? We might as well just like go like absolutely nuts. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so, okay, hold on. This is super dark. Even for me, this is a little bit too dark. I'm used to working in darkness, but I know that a lot of you do not like darkness. Let me see if I can address that, because even for me, my eyes are kind of like, I'm trying to tell what's happening. All right, not Dread, I meant Feral. Feral is the one that we need. Feral is the hero that we want. Also, we get to watch a Feral go into action. If you've never seen one of these lamps go into action, oh, are you in for a treat? Hold up. Check this out. All right. I botched it. Okay, hold on. All right. So you might be thinking to yourself, Choco, it's so dark. It's so dark. How in the world do you expect us to be able to use our eyeballs? And to you, my friends, I will say this. Do not fear. Fear not, for the almighty Dread Lamp is about to come and save us all. You might be like, okay, that's bright, Choco, but it ain't that bright. Just wait. Wait for it to spread its wonder. It may take a second. I see it spreading some light. I know that wasn't like nearly as dramatic as I was hoping it would be, but it is. It's it is what it is. All right, cool. So, I just made the same mistake. Well, not the same exact mistake, but pretty close to the same mistake. All right, let me go ahead and just start putting down 1, 2. So let's separate them into clusters, shall we? So this is 45, right? If I were to do. Okay, so let's see here. 45. How would 45 work with this? I want to do. So I would need to do 15. The problem is at 15, then you would have. It's not going to be nice and even. Rats. Let me see here. Suppose we could just do them in groupings of 5. Let's do them in groupings of 5, I guess. All right, so groupings of 5 it shall be. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Oh, I'm actually being dumb. All right, hold on. Wait, what am I doing? I have torches in my inventory. Let's do it this way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously. Okay, cool. So now that those are all here, I should be able to start conceptualizing what this will be. And so we are here. All right. So we have some new roosts for some new candidates. And let me see here. In terms of the 5s, right? It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Well, hold on. So this is 42. I say we keep on going with the 5s thing. That should be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I suppose we could do. make sense? No, that would not make sense. Well, I'm thinking if we do 6s instead, then that gives me a way so I can walk in and inspect each one. Because as is right now, that's gonna just be chaos. Yeah, actually no. Let's do that. Let's do them by 6s. So if I do them by 7s or 5s, it's just gonna be way too claustrophobic. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop! I just lost track. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. And then obviously this is going to be kind of whatever. All right, so we now have the layout for this all figured out. And so the reason why we put these torches down is for spacing. It's not actually for like lighting purposes, even though I'm sure some of you guys are appreciating it for lighting purposes, but it's actually for the sheer purpose of I need to see conceptually like this is where things will belong. Because otherwise I'll have no idea what's going on here. So let's go ahead and take a gander. I do think I'm going to make this into some kind of fun little path. There. Whoop. I went too far. We dug too deep. All right. Mega torches can probably chill now. There's plenty of light in here. I don't think we're gonna run into any kind of issues. I don't think feral flares will, yeah, these things will hang out. They can float in the air and that's totally fine. All right, so let's go ahead, rip these on down. And there we go, cool. Okay, so we now have our little thing here, and then of course, by the same token, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we're going to be doing this a little bit weirdly, so it's going to actually be 6 is going to be a gap. And then maybe I leave that open. Maybe. Nah, we don't leave that open. But I'm not going to dig that out. I don't think that really is necessary. All right. So then full steam ahead. Break all these down. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Just like that. Okay, very, very cool. And I just gotta, oh, we could do this, but why do that whenever you have a builder? It's not that I'm lazy. I'm just, you know, differently spirited. All right, so here we go. And just for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna rip out these ones. It just makes life a little, I don't have to put an offset of 1 on the height. I know that's like, LOL Choco, that's way faster than what you just did, but you know what? I like to do this, so that's what it's gonna be. All right, so we got 43 here. That's too easy. In the Z direction, I said 43, right? Yeah, 43 in the Z direction. So let me go ahead, plop this on down. It's going to be 43 in the Z direction, which is going to end up taking us to 22. I believe in the positive Z, we don't need any offsets on X. And we don't need anything there. We don't need anything there. Should be good with just that. So let me just go ahead, flick on the preview. Looks good. And I think there's enough energy in there to, yeah, perfect. Not sure why I didn't take out the actual like thing there, but that's fine. All right, cool. So now I just gotta do that a whole number of times. That did not... What? Huh? Wait, did I? No. What? Huh, weird. Okay. I am confused, but that's fine. Doesn't really change anything. I'm going to apparently have to break one block, which I'm sort of surprised by, but shouldn't. Oh, it's because it's directly adjacent to the builder itself. It would normally break it, but it's near a builder, so the builder's like, I don't want to be broken on. Me and the Stoneblock are having a great bit of fun. Don't make us go away from each other. The best of friends, torn apart by the heartless Joko. Ah, truly, such sorrow. All right. Alright, cool. Okay, so there we go. We have ourselves our little segments, as they were. And then we're going to have these chicken roosts all real close and claustrophobically near one another. So should be all fine and dandy. This is going to be a little bit on the overkill side. I really highly doubt that most of these will end up needing to even exist, but, you know, should be okay. Alright, so... let's go ahead and start organizing, shall we? So, how shall I do this? So, I think I want to do... actually, do I want to do it that way? Yeah, I do. All right. So I'm going to want a roost here. I can rip these roosts down. Just like that. All right. Cool beans. So we have ourselves all these bad boys rock and rolling. Okay, so I would need to put you here. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. I get turned around. This is why we usually do time lapses for some of the build stuff, because I do get turned around quite a few times. Also, I'm sure chat's yelling at me very, very vehemently about something right now. It's about that time. It's about that time I do something stupid and everyone's like, what are you doing, Choco? Hello? Do you know how to play this game? And I'm just sitting there going, not really. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Actually, I suppose we... I suppose we should theoretically want them to face in an outward fashion. Is probably what I should want to do. Yeah, we probably should. If I'm going through the trouble of doing all this shenaniganry, I'm gonna do it right, dadgummit. So help me. Okay, we're not doing it that way though. Alright, and actually, we are well overdue on our cow checkup time. So let's go and do that real quick. Alright, let's see here. So, moo time. Let's see. Liquid purple slime and molten iron. Okay, 2 more crossed off the list. And let's see here. So, molten platinum leads us to absolutely nothing else of value, so I'm not going to worry about that. Molten lead seems to lead to a number of interesting things, molten enderium not being one of them. Molten nickel, not really looking like it's all that important, but this does lead to silver. which will lead to this, which will help to lead to that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this does need to, wait, I just lost track of where I was. Okay, so this does need to happen. Not for the nickel, because the nickel doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but for, I don't know why I keep on losing. Oh, if I click anywhere, it loses it, okay. So I need it for energetic silver, right? So we're here. This is going to lead to silver, which will lead to energetic silver, which will lead to vivid alloy, which will lead to liquid death, right? And then we're going to go there, stellar alloy, into that. Okay, so we do need this molten lead, which is going to be our purple and molten iron, which we just bred recently, so should be fairly straightforward. Let me go ahead and clear out some of these. So coal, you can hang out here. Liquid blue, you can hang out here. Obsidian, you can hang out over here. And molten iron, clay, I guess you can hang out over here. All right, so there we are. Let me just confirm again, because I'd hate to waste their cooldown on something that wasn't actually correct. Molten iron, purple slime, can confirm. We'll be lucky again. Molten lead? Yep, there we go. Wow, we've been on a roll. Okay, so molten lead is done, well, is, you know, bred, I guess I should say. And then we have ourselves a couple of other things that we can be doing. Wow, obsidian leads to like a whole heck of a lot of things. Okay, so you see that right there? This one, melodic alloy shenaniganry, that leads to stellar alloy down the line, so that will need to happen. So molten end steel is going to be something that I require, but this is not doable until I can get molten dark steel, which is going to be liquefacted coal plus steel, and this is not doable unless I have molten iron plus that, so let's go ahead and put that in the side. Oh, okay, this needs me to go backwards for some reason. Okay, so obsidian, molten gold? No, that also requires the iron. Molten steel again is going to require that molten iron. I think, yeah, just about everything requires me to get molten iron freed up again. So it's gonna be a little bit. Oh, it's like 5 minutes per. That's not too bad. I thought it was actually way longer than that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's zip on back here, and let's see what we got going on. So I could use some more roosts, obviously. Okay, here's what in the world? Okay, here's what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to go ahead and punch this out. And we're going to go ahead and put that in there. We will be able to integrate those barrels, by the way, if you've been curious about that. We will be able to eventually integrate them into our ME system. Just, it will take a minute. I'm convinced that this is a power issue, that when it runs out like that, so I'm hoping we can eventually resolve it. It's just not going to happen right away. I know it's kind of a bummer, but it's unfortunately the way of the world at the moment. All right, and then roost. Okay. There we are. Oh, our chickens. Completely forgot about them. Yeah, they almost started a mutiny. All right, 610. That looks pretty decent. So we'll just have these two breed against each other. Okay, so we got these all set up here. And let's go ahead. So the back line is going to be 3. There's gap. 1, 2, 3, gap. 1, 2, 3, gap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You would think I would start with the front. So I can identify what's in there. But unfortunately, I did not think that far ahead. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. You know why? Because I can undo it. If I really need to, I can undo my mistakes. All right, so let's go ahead, put all these here. There's gonna be so many roosts, man. So each chicken is gonna have their own 9 by 9. No, not a 9 by 9. That would be ridiculous. But 3 by 3. I'm just gonna set this up once so I can remember easily, like, hey, this is the way this is supposed to work. I don't know. Actually, I want to do a quick little search now. All right, so roost collector. Roost collector. The roost collector is a block added by roost. It automatically gathers outputs from roosts in a 9x3x9 area around itself, with the roost collector being in the center of the bottom layer. It has 27 inventory where items can be freely inserted, just like a chest. Just drink a lot of water. 9x3x9. The vertical of it isn't really going to bother me. By 3x9, so I'll reach 4 out in any direction. Looks like we have a hot tip in chat. My roost collector isn't even touching my roosts, and it filled up with stuff. Okay, good enough. Not touching it then. That's all I need for me to say, nay, sir, I shall not fall for your collector shenaniganry. I am very distrustful of collection mechanisms, and if I get spooked, you better believe that that's going to be the end of that. All right, so the idea here is that I can just walk in, and I should be able to quickly just tell, hey, this is what's going on with my chickens, blah, blah, blah. That's what this should end up being. So I should be able to walk in here, take a gander, grab whatever I need. Or not grab whatever I need, but just make sure that there's nothing silly or strange going on here. As for the center part, I'm not sure what I want to do with the center part. My initial thought was we should put in a light source, because I can't use this, unfortunately, for... Well, okay, that's not true. I could theoretically use this for something. I just don't know why I would use it for something. So I'm thinking that we might just put in like a little light source in there. Maybe like a little glowstone thing. Might be kind of nice. I think we actually have a glowstone panel set here. Let me see here. These are prisms. That one will do. Where is my chisel? Yeah. Okay, and then make it into a panel. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks... What was it that Will Smith said in the YouTube Rewind? That's hot. Right? That's hot. That's hot. Or whatever. I swear I am hips. I am the hips with the tubulars. I promise. I am down with the lingo. Kappa. All right, so there we go. All these are now set and primed and ready for some kind of chicken-age going on here. Now here's the real thing, right? And actually, I'm gonna Google one more thing here, because before I'm like, yeah, this is gonna totally be what's going on. The reason why we're also setting this up right now as it is because there's gonna be one set from the top and one set from the bottom. Now, what I'm not sure... Ooh, wait, that's not good. Okay, so it looks like the Watches of Flowing Time can reach in a 9x9x9 block. Well, I mean 9x9x9 area, right? So the idea is that I can put it in the center here. It should reach them and should be fine. So I should be able to put down a Watch of Flowing Time and have it reasonably interact all the way through with the way that we have it set up. I know it's not going to be spatially super efficient, but it should be able to help us out with whatever we need. And that's even if we need a watch of flowing time, so we can put a pedestal and such in between. So that will be what we're going to kind of aim for. Now, with all this here, there is one thing that we're going to have to do, which is I need to then have this flow into our storage system. So it's going to go root. So if we're looking at the height, right? So roost, collection, storage, collection, roost. That's what we're looking at. So that is the game plan for that, if you are curious about that. Now, in terms of chickens, oh, I was wondering if we should do a Pokemon thing. Like, gotta catch them all kind of feeling. But I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. All right, I'm just kind of, I'm stressing so hard. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually try to organize them as best we can according to this list. So if I type it, if I could type in, LOL, whatever. If I type it in, I can just quickly go, okay, I'm looking for blah. I can go find the chicken in the list of this and be like, okay, it's in between such and such, and I can quickly figure out what is going on. So let's go ahead and lead off with our regular base chickens. And obviously we're gonna need to, actually I'm not gonna fill them in yet. What am I talking about? Scratch all that. Choco's getting ahead of himself yet again. All right, so now that we have all this kind of sorted out and figured out, let's go through and just set the center points for everything. I think that would be a fairly decent way to go about doing this. Okay, and this one is a special case, but it'll be treated effectively the same. And I'll explain what I mean by the special case in a moment here. There is going to be one roost set that I'm going to be able to monitor, and if I need something in particular to have like upgraded boost effect to it, that one I know I will use a watch of flowing time on. If it works the way that I remember it working, I think that's going to end up being the golden ticket for that. Alright, so let me go ahead and actually I don't need that. That's ridiculous, I don't need that. Okay, so just confirm, yep, okay, looks good. With the ability of flight, and Choco decides to run crab walk his way to victory. I regret nothing. I regret absolutely nothing. Okay, okay, we're in the right place here. I suppose this would be a better way to do it. Okay. You see, this is the only problem with these kinds of episodes, and the reason why, again, I probably should time-lapse these, but we'll do one of these together. And it's just really time-consuming. It's time-consuming, and it's very tedious work. And unfortunately, it's also not the most, like, crazy-looking thing. So that's why I'm kind of like, you know, I know some of you ask, like, we want uncut episodes. We want to just have the full, like, thing uploaded. But the problem with the full thing is that's so unbelievably long. Like, we would be here for entirely too long. For the YouTube side. For the Twitch side, you guys have no choice. But I have you all captive. It's fine. Let's see here. I don't care about that. Although Lumium sounds pretty cool, but I do not, at this particular moment, care about that. I don't care about Molten Aluminum, as that the only thing that begets is going to be Aluminum Brass, which is also not terribly useful. And Molten Bronze, same thing, it's just another dead end. So this Molten Tin, looking like it's not going to be one of the things that we particularly care about. Molten Lead is what we just made. Molten Gold is going to be a lot of different things here. I suppose what I would want to do, though, is I would want to get Molten Steel out, because Molten Steel then can interact with other things. So we'll get Molten Steel going. So I would like to have Molten Iron and Liquefacted Coal to get really chummy. So Purple Slime, I think you are retired. Liquefacted Coal, you can come in here, and you two can have moment. And we got another liquefacted coal. Not what we wanted. That's okay. I say it's okay, but it's just to hide the fact that I'm crying. Okay. And glowstone, glowstone, glowstone. I would like to make wait, what am I doing? No, I'm not gonna pull it from here. I'm gonna pull it from here. Where we have like a bajillion glowstone. What am I doing? I'm trying to pull glowstone from places that shouldn't be pulled from. I just made way too much glowstone. Dang it. We were doing so well. All right. Okay, so chisel in. I think we did panel, right? It wasn't big tile, was it? Yeah, it's panel. I had this, the reason why I had that weird reaction just now is because whenever I was building, I had a moment and I had used big tile instead of panel, and then I was very confused for a little bit. I don't know why it confused me as much as it did, but it really confused me, so feels bad, man. Okay. And we're just gonna go ahead and put all these pieces in here to ensure that all these roost locations are looking pretty good. Now, okay, this is gonna be half the room thus far, right? So this is gonna be 5, 6, 7 of those by 4, 28, which is 56, right? So if it's 7 this way, 4 that way, it's 28 in this half, and then it's going to be 56 when you multiply it by 2, which unfortunately is not enough, I don't think, for, yeah, that's not even close to being enough. So we have to make even more storage eventually for these chickens, which is where floors come in. And yes, if you were wondering if you had to unclog your ears, no, you do not. I did say floors, and that's a horrifying thought. I'm actually starting to think, I think what I'm gonna do, wait. You saw nothing. It's perfect. All right, but anyways, so I think what I might do is so originally the idea was that we're gonna actually make these, well, actually, I guess we could just make it double-sided. There's not really a harm in doing that. I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, we could do that. So we could do, wait, how many of these chickens are there? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17? What? Really? Yeah, I guess so. 17. So 17 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17 times 7? 119? 120 chickens? Are you kidding me? Why? Why are... Wow, that's absurd. So there's 120 chickens, yeah? 112 is what we would end up coming to with this normally. Good grief. So if I have 100... I have 120 chickens. Each of these module things that we have going on here can hold 56, right? Which means that if I were to mirror this, and I put this on the other side as well, I'm gonna have 112. I'm 8 short. Now I could use the center. And I think I can recoup it actually. Because doing a centerpiece like this is going to add in 7 per, which will add me 14. And that will mean that we're clear. So we have... Wait! I'm dumb. No. That's okay. Hold on. No. I thought about this wrongly. Okay, so 4, 7, 28, right? 56. 56 is for all the low. Okay, so so the chickens. 56 for the bottom row. 112 bottom and top row. Okay, and then we can we can make this work within this space. It is fine. It is a-okay. So then with this in the middle here as well, this one side should be enough. Whew, I was sweating bullets. Ooh, man. Oh, I was worried. I was super duper worried in that moment. I was like, wait, I thought I had budgeted out better spacing than this. It's fine. We're cool. All right, so let me go ahead and rip these out. You can tell here the light is still hanging in pretty well here. I believe if I even, so let me take out these feral, or not the feral torch. I want that to stay where it is, but here, let me just, if I rip out all these torches, now that we have the glowstone things here. I know it's kind of like silly because like obviously the glowstone over here is helping illuminate things, but even over here, it's doing a pretty good job. I think it's doing pretty well. But we don't need to worry about that quite as much anymore because we got more. We got more glowstone coming, and I think that will be fine. Because these chickens, I want them to get enough light, you know? I want them to feel like this is a stress-free environment. What am I talking about? I don't want chickens to believe they're in a stress-free environment. Do you know how much stress they called me? Across all the different Minecraft series and outside of Minecraft. I'm looking at you, cuckoos. You know, I don't know if they're called cuckoos or cuckoos, but those things are evil. Those stupid little chicken rats are awful. Nope. Alright, so there we go. There's all those happily put together. And then I can, in addition, this is always so confusing to me. Oh, did I? Yeah, I put in the wrong spot. It's so confusing. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's really confusing to do it that way, man. All right? It's really hard, and I just have a hard time sometimes doing that. Okay. Oh, right, the center one. I was like, something went wrong. Something went horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Okay. We're making some progress here with our Roost 2.0 system. That's not right. Oh, wow. The lantern. I ran on top of the lantern. I don't know what it is. I guess whenever you have flight in the newer Minecrafts, it gives you the auto climb thingy, like where you just auto mantle like whatever's in front of you. It's incredibly weird. I actually wish that there probably is a way to turn it off. Actually, chat, if you know a way to turn that off, I would appreciate that, because this is incredibly mind-boggling to me. There are moments whenever I'm just walking around and I suddenly get like shoved up into the air, and it's really disorienting for me because I'm, you know, I didn't get raised in this weird society of nonsense. Okay, I had to climb up my blocks. I had to jump. All right, that's right. You old whippersnappers with your crazy auto climbing. Back in my day, we had to climb those blocks. We'd jump, we'd miss, we'd fall on our faces. It was crazy. I mean, not everyone did that, but that's what I did. I missed all the time. All right, and there we go. Now we only have 9,436 roosts to go, and we're in good shape. Cries silently to himself. Okay, so we have that. That is all fine and dandy. Also, I haven't checked in. Oh yeah, we got some apples, we got some wood, we got all manner of nonsense over here. All right, cool. So there we go. There is the start of that. Let me go check in the chickens, which again we have neglected. I'm just not very good at taking care of chickens. If you ever have a pet chicken and you're like, hey, you know, who should I look up in my little list of people to take care of my chickens? Do not contact me. I would be quite possibly the worst choice to contact for this particular thing. I would not be a good. I'm going to be honest. I would probably be very, very poor to be minding your chickens. All right, so that's all looking good. The center is there. Okay, cool. And so how many roosts do I need exactly? So we did this back row, yeah, but we only did the top side of it. So in each of these is going to have, let's discount these for the time being. So, well, yeah. So there's what? There's 4, 8, 9. So I'm going to just call it, what? 9. I'm going to call them 9 glowstones worth. Eventually we have to multiply them by 8. So this would be 72. But we have 9 plus, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have another 9 times 2, right? So we have 6 times 9, which is 54, times 2, which is 108, right? So 108 times 8, and then we have to add on to that 72. So 864. Okay, I don't know why that had that reaction to it. Plus 72, which brings us to 936. Why do you hate me so much, game? I missed an entire row. Oh yeah, I did miss an entire row. You are correct. Good call. Good call, chat. Look at that. Chat keeping me honest, making sure I'm earning my imaginary choco, I don't know, allowance, question mark, I don't know. What do I get? Do I get anything? Do I get anything besides a sense of pride and accomplishment? All right, let's see here. Okay, cool. So that is all good to go. All right, so we have to make 936 roosts. Yeah. Here is what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to take this. I'm really hoping that this will work the way I think it will work. And, okay, so hold on. Let me put the glowstone here away. So we got our fancy glowstone, which I'm going to put away for now. And then I'm going to go send our chickens to take a one-way trip. Okay. All right, and then I believe I can do this. So I'm going to then take the wood. Yeah. Oh, bumped out of wood for me. Okay, and then if I'm not mistaken, which I might be, it wouldn't be the first time I've made an incorrect assumption here, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I should be able to do something like this. I should be able to do these two storage things like so. I believe it is going to be a storage bus, which I have absolutely no components for. All right. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 ME storage buses. I'm gonna need these. I have everything else minus the annihilation and formation cores. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those. Formation core, yes please. Okay, ME interface. Okay, there's 2, as we had hoped. And then I'm going to need to take these and slap them together with some pistons and sticky pistons. Piston, sticky piston. I want to make 4, but then I'm going to take 2 of them and I'm going to slap them around and make some sticky pistons. Alright. Okay, so sticky pistons, done. Cool. And then with all this, we can make some storage buses, which I actually had a couple in our storage thing, now that I think about it. But too late now! Question mark? Okay, I don't really... Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna ask questions. Alright. I believe if I just do this, I now can access the wood. There we go. 15k wood. And just to make sure that I'm not completely... Wait. What? I was about to type what instead of the right thing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so cool. We have our wheat and wood situation all squared away. Awesome. Okay, so how many roosts do I need? 936 roosts. Wow. Okay. I did not go easy on myself. All right, 936 roosts. I don't know about 936, but we can start putting together something here. All right, so let me start converting. So 936. I have no idea what the number of hay bales I have is. I apparently have 3 to my name. Okay. So if it's 936 roosts, I'm going to need to multiply that number by 3, which means I'm going to need to make... Okay. 936 roosts times 3. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this like as a note here. It's like that's an important number thing. So 936 times 3. I know I'm like causing all kinds of things to be broken right now. I don't know. I'm just using numpad because that's what I'm used to doing. So 936 times 3 is going to be equal to 2808. Can someone check my math on that? Just my dog me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to assume I'm right because 18 and 9, which is the 08, and 9 times 3 is 27, plus carry the 1, so that should be 2808. That sounds right to me. So I need to make 2800. I don't even think I have the ability to do that, do I? I might. Do I? Actually, I might not. Okay. I don't know. We may not make this one. We might be short. Okay, game. I know I have more wheat than this. Don't lie to me. Wait, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to go out of my way to make another crafting thing. I know this is getting a little bit on the ridiculous side, but I'm just going to make another crafting thing. It's just not worth doing it any other way. So 64k ME storage component, because I have to use a number of these anyhow. I think we end up with like 5 storage thingies. So we'll put that into production. I would like to make KwehCraft or processing or something. I don't remember what. Wait, hold on. It's right there, isn't it? Yeah, crafting co-processing unit. I knew it was called something. And I need to make 4 of these, which, yeah, fat chance that I have all those ingredients. Wait, do I have the ability to... Oh, I can make any interface. Wait, when did I do that? Huh. I am actually not entirely sure when I even made the ability to do that. Neat. All right, let me make some patterns here real quick. And... what in God's green earth. Okay, so... Oh, right, we're in... Yeah, okay, so I need to make one for you. Crafting unit. Then one for you. For the actual crafting co-processing unit. And... I need some for the molecular assembler. Okay. And then we'll throw those 3 in for now. And that should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one as is. I'm not going to mess with that a whole lot. I am going to pull these patterns out just for a moment. Should be fine. Alright, throw these 3 into there. And then I should be able to request, at my pleasure, 4 of these. Just kidding. Why is it saying simulation? I guess, yeah, alright. I'm not gonna teach that. Alright, I need planks? Yeah, I have some planks in here. Alright, cool. So let me go ahead and make a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Alrighty. So molecular assemblers, I would like 4 of these, please, and thank you. And then I would like 4 of these, if I can. No crafting CPUs are available. Now they are. Very cool. Okay, so we have 4 molecular assemblers. Wait, what was the, we have these things going. Are the 64Ks done? No, they're still... Wait, did it make an extra one? Wait, what happened here? Wall? It must have. Oh wait, no, I did ask for 5. I'm sitting here going, why did it make 5? My brain, it's because you told it to. Me? No, 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 that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like me. Sometimes. All right, 64Ks. I don't know why I thought I was done with that, because I am certainly not done with that. So 64, I need to make these turn into crafting storages, which is going to mean I need more crafting units, apparently. So let me go ahead and request 4 of those to be made. And... what's going on? Oh, it's inscribing. The inscribing process, I know this doesn't seem very like fast, but this actually is going much, much faster now, which is weird because for whatever reason, I just didn't think it would be that much better, but having each independent machine doing something is markedly better. So if you've ever been curious, that's actually a pretty nice step up. But either way, gas storage component. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. All right, so these are in. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those into there. I made 4 of them, didn't I? That's an ME interface. I need to make 1 more. Okay, so I would like to make 1 more, if possible. Should be coming up anytime now because it's not making them all en masse. There it is. Okay, cool. And then there we go. 5 of those. Cool. Alrighty, so now we have the great job of angering even more people with the way that I set this up. It's not that I try to misclick. It's just that I can't. There's no defending it. It's just bad. All right, so I'm gonna need an ME interface. Let me ask this thing to whip one on up for me. ME interface, please. And the machine said it shall be done. Cool. All right, so ME interface, you gotta sit in here. And then, oh, gee willikers. No, to be honest, I don't immediately need this. I'm gonna leave these. It's not like patterns are terribly expensive in the first place. If I lose track of these, it's not a big deal. But I'm just gonna leave those over there. It's just not something that I need to worry about right here, right now. All right, so all that. Okay, there it goes. Devices online. I don't see any major red flags. Everything is looking pretty good. Okie dokie. So then that means that with this bad boy in here, because I don't want to have to manually figure out 2,808 roosts. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to tell the game to worry about making 2,808 roosts. And that's going to be the game's problem, because it's certainly not going to be mine. Oh, lordy. All right, so I need 2 oak planks from oak wood. Yes. Wait, did I actually just make oak wood? I think is what I did. All right, whoopsies, not what I meant to do. And then I needed to learn how to make hay bales. Also really cool. Okay, and then if I throw this into here, I should be able to now request roosts. Cool. So let's see how far off the mark I am. I'm missing 26,000 wheat. Oh. There are so many moments of sadness in my heart right now. Dang it. Okay, well. Yeah. It's just the way it's gotta be, I guess. All right, so here is plan B then. I'm gonna take these things, I'm gonna run them back over, and we're gonna let them go for a while longer. We've been going at this for a little over an hour. I think that is enough. I'm sure you all can kind of see where this is heading towards, which is a very dead choco, depending upon how much longer I record this for. So let's try to reduce the amount of death, shall we? But let's go ahead and say that's going to be it for now. Well, okay, here, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to do one more thing before we call it for right this second. I'm going to go in here. I don't think I have another garden cloche, do I? Let's make another garden cloche setup so I can get the wheat there a little bit faster, because that would be nice to be able to get there a little bit on the faster side. All right, iron mechanical component. I'm really surprised I have the stuff for an iron mechanical component. That's kind of neat. All right, so I suppose it's like right here, garden cloche. All right, and actually, we can kind of weasel our way into our good graces here. So there goes the water. Oh, but I don't have the transfer node. We could use other things. Transfer nodes will work fine for me right now, so we're going to just use a transfer node. And I suppose I'll need another transfer node actually for the actual extraction process. And I'll also need 1 dirt and seed. So dirt, seed. Okay. Throw those into this cloche. Seed. Nope, not on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Dirt, seed. And then take... Okay, builder. I appreciate you. You've done great work for me today, but I need you to take a knee and hang out over here with your buddies. Do I have another flex point in here? a flux plug. Can I make a flux point on the fly? I know it's kind of like ridiculous, but do I have the ingredients to make another one? Sure do. Works for me. Okay, transfer node, bottom, transfer pipe. Okay, now it has bone meal, so it's going to be fertilized crop. And then I'm going to slap this onto the front. Oh, funny story about that. This thing is... Oh, I was about to say, why is it not running at all, actually? And it's because it has no power. All right, so netquay. How are we doing? Is our power plant thingy, are we hanging in there? What's going on here? Yeah, it's hanging in there. Kind of looks like it's dead at the moment, but it's not. It's just pondering why I put it through all these horrible, horrible situations. This is getting pretty full too, in all honesty. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slap that here, throw a barrel onto it, because it will eventually get full, and I don't really feel like worrying about that anymore either. So, item barrel, jokes, okay. Item barrel, one more you, infinite capacity, one of you. Okay, there we go. So that will run now. And then I'm going to require ender. Yep, so an item conduit. Do the trick nicely. And this is extract, always active. And actually, that should work. That should actually even send the seeds that this generates over to that side. Let's see. So we should watch this grow, produce crops. Yep, and then emptied both. Awesome! All right, cool. So I don't have to worry and mind this a whole lot. That's beautiful. That's outstanding. All right, so we're gonna let that run for a little while. And by a little while, I mean like 20 million years, because let's be honest, it's gonna be a minute. We're gonna let that run. Before we call it for today, let's go ahead and take a gander at what the cows are up to. So let me just quickly refresh my brain. So molten iron, okay, so we don't need 2 liquefacted coals in there. Molten lead. Oh, I guess I already picked it up once. I need to make steel, which is liquefacted, and molten iron. Yes, yes. And I have put away all of my wheat. I would like to. Okay. Molten iron. Liquefacted coal. Bring forth a new spawn. You gave me another molten iron. Okay, that's actually okay. Another molten iron, I welcome, because molten iron seems to be used for a lot of different things, so that's okay with me. I'll consider that to be it's a consolation prize, but like not a bad consolation prize, like an okay consolation prize. So I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, so yeah, I think that's good. I think we're all in good shape here. Now, obviously, we have a whole bunch of these other cows I have to deal with. We have a lot of chicken allocation things to be doing. It's gonna be a bit. It will be a while, but it should be pretty good here. Because of the way that we're organizing this, the only thing I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it is I think we're gonna go by columns, if that makes sense. So that will be my current game plan, is that I'm going to do this by columns. What I mean by that is instead of it being like 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 further on down that column right there, and then over one more on the row, 1, 2, 3, 4, so forth, and all that good stuff. It should be pretty straightforward. So yeah, should be all pretty good. I think this will be pretty fun. I think we'll be in pretty good shape here. And once this is done, the nice thing is the chickens, realistically, I can't see a reason why I would need to revisit them, because if I have 9 chickens going for any particular thing, that's the equivalent of this little farm setup we got going on. And these things are absolute monsters, right? Like, I guess we'll be down 1, so it'll technically be 8. But 8 of those going, it's quite a few. It's quite a few things to have rocking and rolling. So, should be all fine. Actually, I guess we could eat, well... Nah, I think I want to do it in the kind of way... the way that we're going to be doing it is probably not the best technical way to do it, but it's going to be fun. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this rather long episode, giving you a little bit of like a peek at kind of how I normally operate for these more like repetitive stuff. I guess let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this. If you're like, yeah, right down my alley, let me know. If this is also not your jam, let me know as well, so I don't start going like, hey, from now on my content's exclusively me putting down roosts. Like, obviously that won't be all we do, but if you were not a fan of this, also let me know, just so I can have a better idea of what kind of content to make, so on and so forth. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell if you'd like to get notifications so you know whenever the next video comes up. And most importantly, as always, everybody, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful and safe day. And until next time, ciao for now.